Do you want to go grab matcha?
Hi everyone, welcome to Matcha Meetup, where we meet over matcha. I'm Ailey.
I'm Alex.
And I'm Sam.
And we're here to talk about
ourselves. And this is just basically our first episode of our podcast, so welcome everybody.
We start off every single podcast with a cup of matcha. So this is our matcha for today.
It's from Blue Chip.
Okay.
And we're gonna rate
our matchas.
Yes.
So
Okay, we rate.
Mine's like this much.
So Ailey and Alex got this on the way here, and Ailey chugged it. It's gone.
Yeah.
But it's okay, because I'll rate it the same, right?
Okay.
If you
What's
don't know
your
what
rating?
Blue Chip is, it's a cafe on campus in the Nest, and they're known to have pretty good matchas. So
Yeah.
Okay, give the rating.
Okay. Hold on. I would give it like a 7, just because it's not like super duper well mixed. Like I think mine's a little grainy, but that might just have to be like,
Yeah. To be
Because
fair,
it's-
this was like
it was
Sitting
sitting around for a
an
while.
hour. Because we were like doing something.
Yeah, but it's like a little grainy at the bottom. It's not like really well mixed, so that's like kind of meh for me. And then also it's kind of sweet, but it's not that sweet. But like normally I go in and ask them for half sweet, but they said they pre-mixed the sweetener in it, so I couldn't ask for it half sweet. So that's why, like, yeah.
Okay,
But-
Alex, what about you?
I give it a 6. Usually I give Blue Chip a bit higher, but today also I think it wasn't mixed well. But I can't blame them because it was sitting for a while, so maybe next time we'll have a better judgment. And also I think it's a little not, like I would like a bit sweeter, personally for me.
So the
But-
range of sweetness levels is not sweet, medium, and really
Yeah.
sweet. So
Yeah. Usually I add like a bit of like sugar in it for me.
yeah, and then for me, I would give it a 6.5. Also because it's not mixed too well, but I also got this an hour later. And they just gave this to me a while ago. They bought this an hour ago, so my ice is fully melted. So because of that, it's a bit watered down. But I think that's just like for today's matcha. Like usually Blue
Yeah,
Chip's
it
better.
usually is better.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you notice we just ranked our matchas in our sweetness levels?
Ah!
It went really
Wait,
sweet.
do we?
Yeah. It was like 6.57.
Oh.
Wait,
No,
no, but
but,
you would be the higher number because you like it higher.
No, but like opposite.
No,
Oh,
but then
It's still like the same order.
Okay, I see. I get.
Oh, I see.
Anyway,
I get it. Okay, so I guess to give a little preview on what exactly the Matcha Meetup is we're doing a little podcast, and we're just gonna talk about our life and things that we kind of wish we knew about entering university and also our time in university. To give a bit of a preview, we all are in Sauder. We're going into our second year. Sauder is the business school at UBC, University of British Columbia. And yeah, we're just gonna talk a bit about ourselves, our life on campus. And you guys are both drinking matcha at the same time. That took me out.
We're
How did
really
you see
saying
that?
Yeah, I like saw both of them like take.
I mean, the matcha just disappeared from the table, so.
I was like, what?
Well, mine's already disappeared to start off with, but you know.
Yeah. Anyway, so we're gonna talk a bit about like things we wish we knew about, as well as like our experience in first year, what our goals are in the future, and just kind of like girl talk as well.
Yay! I'm so excited.
Yay! So this is our first episode, and to start us off, we're gonna kind of introduce you on us three, because you guys don't know who we are.
Or most of you guys don't know who we are.
Most of you guys
I
don't know who we
assume
are.
that like our friends are watching this. And, hey guys!
Hi.
Thank you.
Hi.
Ailey, would you like to go first?
Hi everyone, my name is Ailey, and I'm going into my second year at Sauder, and I'm hoping to specialize in finance or accounting. Still undecided for now, but those two are like my two major ones that I'm looking into. And then I'm a Pisces.
Yeah. Just tell us your birthday at this point.
I'm a Pisces. I was born in China, and then I moved here when I was like 2 years old. And then I've been living in Vancouver for the majority of my life. and I'm at UBC now. And then in my spare time, I like to drink matcha. And then,
No way.
No way.
And I'm also like, aside from matcha, I also really like drinking teas as well. So you'll probably see me with a cup of tea if you ever see me. Hopefully.
She also really likes pottery.
Yeah, I also.
Oh yeah, I was gonna bring that up too.
I
It's a
also
hobby.
recently got into pottery, so I've been doing that for the past few months, and I've been enjoying it. And yeah, that's a little bit about me.
Yay.
Yay!
Okay. Hi everyone, I'm Alex.
Hi, Alex.
Oh my god!
It's okay. Hi Haley. And then yeah, so I'm also a second year, well, incoming second year. I'm the oldest of the group. Yeah.
Yay!
I thought you were gonna say I'm also a Pisces.
Oh no, I'm an Aquarius.
I know. Because I was oh yeah.
Our birthdays are 1 week apart,
Mhm.
Haley and I.
Mm-hmm.
2 weeks.
Two.
Yeah, 2 weeks. My bad. But I'm an Aquarius. Let's see. I was also born in China, but then moved here when I was really young. Some of my favorite hobbies is swimming. I was used to be a competitive swimmer, and then now I am a swim coach, lifeguard, all that aquatic stuff.
Aquarius.
I also really like anything like related to fashion. And back to my concentration. I think I'm gonna double major, and one of them will be marketing, and I'm still trying to figure out the second one. What else is there about me? I went to an all-girls high school, so there's a lot of experiences with that I can share. And now I'm here. I also really like matcha. I love bubble tea. I love a lot of snacks and desserts. So I'm a big foodie for sure. Sam.
Okay. Hi guys, my name is Samantha, but most people call me Sam.
Oh yeah, my name's Alexandra, by the way. It's
Oh.
not Alex.
Yeah.
But
we go by our
sorry to
nicknames.
interrupt. Go for it.
Anyway, so yeah, my name is Sam. I'm going into my second year at UBC, and I don't know what I want to specialize in. I'm thinking between accounting, oplog, which is operation and logistics, and then also BTM, which is business tech management. But I currently don't really know.
And that's okay.
Yeah,
And
that's okay.
That's the majority of us right now.
For real.
So.
I was born in the Philippines, and I moved here when I was 3, and I've been living here ever since. I don't know what else there is about me.
What are your hobbies?
Oh, okay. My hobbies are I like to dance and I like to sing. And then in my free time, I just kind of like hanging out with people and yapping. I also really, really love food. So
We all love food.
Don't we all?
We all love food. So my favorite thing to do is eat at cool places I see on TikTok. That's such a bad hobby.
No, that's so bad.
That's my hobby too, though.
That's
I think
all
that's
our
all of our
hobbies.
hobbies.
Exactly.
And then one thing I hate is pickles.
Thank you for sharing.
Thank you for sharing.
No worries.
What's something you hate, food-wise?
I don't know. Maybe raw onions.
Okay, yeah. I was gonna say onions too.
Or actually, I also don't like pickles either. I don't like a lot of what's it called?
Pickled things?
Oh yeah, pickled things.
So,
yeah.
and Sam's also Libra.
And Sam's a Libra.
I'm a Libra.
FYI.
She's the youngest.
I am
Yeah.
the youngest. They're
She's
both
the
February.
middle.
I'm the middle.
But
Which
not by a
by
lot.
not much.
But she's the mother of the group. if you
Yay.
ask me.
Yeah.
Yeah. How do we meet, guys?
how do we
Who
meet?
wants to share? Okay, Sam and I knew each other before
Yeah.
from mutual friends, but not well. And then on the first day, we did Jumpstart, which is the orientation, and then we were in the same group. So that's how I saw her.
I was
Did
like,
we
oh my
know?
gosh.
Wait, so
Yeah, we did because
we knew.
we
right?
were in this
Oh,
Solder 2028 group chat.
Oh yeah.
And in
Shout
that
out.
group chat,
Shout out to that group.
all 3 of us
We're
were
in
in it, and then a bunch of girls in that group chat made a smaller group chat, so we all chatted there.
UBC girlies.
UBC
Love
girlies,
you.
shout out to our UBC girlies, you know who you are. And then that's how we all knew each other, but we weren't all friends with each other. But yeah, me and Alex knew we were in the same Jumpstart group because we told each other all our groups in that group chat, and we were in the same one.
Yeah.
So we knew that. And then later on, we all were in the same COM 192. Oh, not 192. COM 190, and then also Econ
And math.
class
And math.
and math. But we kind of knew each other because our COM 190 and our Econ 101 were back to back. So we would all walk together.
Oh, yeah.
We don't walk, run.
Oh, yeah,
On
we
the
would
first
run.
day
First,
we
like,
ran.
2 weeks we ran.
Yeah.
No, like the first week we ran, and then after that we gave up.
Yeah.
Oh,
we
yeah,
s-
no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then because of that, there was one day where like we low-key didn't all sit with each other. Like we all sat in the same area, but we were all sitting with different friends.
Yeah.
But during that class, there was one day where we were walking toward econ and it was just us three, and then we had like jackets, and my jacket was
Right.
black, your jacket was black, and your jacket was white.
White.
And then Alex was standing in between us, and I don't know who said it, but someone was like, "Oh my gosh, we're
We
like the
look like
Oreos, like the Oreo colors." And then
Yeah.
afterwards, we took photos of all of us with the jackets, and then I took those photos, and then I sent it to us in a group chat, and then someone named the Oreos, and that's how it all started.
Yeah.
And here we are.
Yay.
That was like a walk down memory lane.
Yeah.
I actually don't remember. No, I remember
Oh,
that
weird.
happening, but I thought we were friends before.
We
No.
were all friends.
Yeah, we were friends, but
but I
like, I
think-
thought we got close before that as well. but-
We definitely
We might
did.
have.
Yeah.
Because like, why would we walk together? Just us
Yeah,
three?
that's what I was thinking too.
No, we definitely like were all close, but like how the group formed.
Yeah,
was
was that
yeah.
event?
That's so cool,
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah.
What were our first impressions of each other? Do we remember?
I don't. But
Sam?
I will try.
I met her at a dance class. I thought she was really cool and a great dancer. And she was actually the first person to like swipe up on my story. And she just asked for like a dance video that I had, and she was in the back. So, invisible string theory.
Oh, it's so
Ailey,
funny.
wasn't it 190?
It was
Probably.
190.
Or econ. I just remember like distinctively you walking with some of your friends in econ and then sitting beside you guys one time, and I just thought you were like, I wanted to like know you more.
No, you sat behind me on the first day of class.
First day,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Did you also? Were you guys sitting together?
I think I was sitting with you.
Probably.
Because I don't.
In my like YouTube, I do little YouTube vlogs. In my YouTube
Yeah.
vlog on the first day of 190, you
Oh,
were
right,
in my
right,
video.
right.
Oh, yeah.
So I think we were sitting
Yeah.
together.
Yeah.
I don't
We
know.
were.
Yeah.
Low-key.
I think I was sitting in front of you guys that class.
Yeah. Although Alex and I got closer because of Jumpstart, because we
Yeah.
went to the.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We did. Yeah. No, Sam and I were like a lot closer before we met her,
Yeah.
and then we met her, and then,
And then she joined us
our
in.
third.
And now we're all together. Woo!
I think like a major other reason why we got together, or like
We got
I
together.
got together. No, we're not.
Yeah. Hashtag Ailey, Alex, and Sam.
I think the other reason why we like started talking a lot more was because we were commuters. And we had
Oh.
to
Yeah.
eat lunch together. Because for reference, like everyone in first year at UBC, if you're living on a dorm, then you have dining
Yeah.
hall. And you eat at dining hall most of the time, or else it's like a waste of money.
Yeah.
So yeah, a lot of my friends were living in dorms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's also one thing we can touch on later. It's like it's very different for commuters and
Yeah.
people
Yeah.
on res.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a different experience, and that's why we kind of bonded too.
You hear a lot about res life, but you don't hear a lot about commuter,
Commuter life,
So,
Here's
yeah.
your perspective.
We have like 3 other friends. Shout out Kate, Amber, and other Sam, who were on res. So
Yeah.
those 3 would always be going to eat. So us
And
3
then us three.
And then us 3 were
would
eating.
eat together,
Yeah.
basically.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's cool.
So that's our meeting story. That's how we met. My first impression of Sam was in that group chat. She was talking a lot, and that was like my first impression of. I was like, oh, this person is really extroverted.
Actually, if you want to know my first impression of Ailey, it's her profile photo. It was a mirror selfie, and you could see her
Yeah, I
face.
could see my face.
But now you can.
Yeah, I changed it since then, but
And I
yeah.
was like, who is this girl? I was trying so hard to see you,
But I also
Like,
didn't have
what
any
you look
posts.
but I looked at your tag, and there was that photo that I like, the one I sent to you, and I was like, oh, she's so cute.
Okay. Yeah, because I didn't post back then. I didn't post until like the end of high school.
Yeah.
So yeah, not a lot of
Yeah.
photos of me, but yeah, that's my first impression of Sam. Is that she was like very extroverted, or like I thought she was very extroverted.
Not extroverted. I'm not at
And
all.
I was like, oh, this girl's so sweet. Like, well, yeah. And then my first impression with Alex was when you cut your hair short. And you sent me a photo.
Oh! I sent like the UVC girlies and photos for everybody being like, I cut my hair short.
Yeah, because I remember
I had
clicking into
long
your
hair,
profile
guys.
and she had like long hair. And then I remember one day she was like, guys, I cut my hair short. And then she sent me a photo. And I was like, oh my god.
It's
that,
funny because Sam
suits
knew
you.
me when I had long hair.
I did.
Oh, right.
She's the only person in like from UVC that's a new friend that knew me from with long hair. Like everyone knows me from short hair.
Because you cut it right before
Don't
the
you
summer.
feel special, Sam?
I do feel so special. But Alex's short hair is so iconic now.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I can't imagine you with long hair anymore. But maybe that's because I've never
Yeah.
really seen you with
No,
long
I
hair.
asked my high school friends. Like this is a tangent, but they also think short hair is better.
I think short
hair is better on you.
Yeah.
Vote down below.
It's iconic. Iconic.
Leave a comment.
Yeah. But yeah, I think that's my first impression of you.
Yeah.
I was like, oh cool, she has like short hair.
Okay. For Alex, well, I already knew her. I thought she was really sweet because our mutual friend I did like K-pop dancing with, and there was like times where like I would look at her videos and in the comments you'd always be hyping like her up. Or there was, I think, one time you hyped me up too. And I was like, oh my gosh,
Gotcha.
she's so sweet. Like, I was like, this is so sweet. Because, like, I was, like, close enough to have talked to Alex, but I wasn't, like, really close to be, like, really good friends with Alex. But I thought that was really sweet. And actually, if you look, like, at our beginning conversations,
It was so formal for no reason.
it was so formal. And it seemed like two people meeting, like, a really famous person is how I would describe it. It would be like, wow, you're so cool. No, you're so cool. And it would be like exclamation point, exclamation point. I'm like, oh, what is going on?
But now it's just like
I thought she
one
was
word,
really sweet.
text.
That's like, yeah, that's the main gist. And she was also pretty good friends with two friends I was like dancing with, because like we had multiple mutuals. So I liked her friends, so I just had a vibe. Anyways, sorry, our friends just passed by. But no, I really messed with her friends. Like, I was pretty good friends with her friends, and they were a trio, so I was like, oh, she must be pretty cool too. And then for Ailey, I can't lie, I didn't know that you were your like profile.
Oh, yeah, no,
Like,
same.
when I first met
That's what
her,
everyone
she was,
tells me.
because when I first met her, like, she was really quiet and kind of stuck to the people she was already friends with, because a decent amount of people from her high school goes to Sauder, and we're in our 190, so I know she kind of was staying with that group. So I honestly, like, not that it's my first impression, but like what I remember is just like not
Me in
knowing
the corner.
who you were, or like not knowing that you were
Were
the
you?
Ailey in the UBC girlies
Yeah,
group
I
chat
didn't know either.
until like way later, and I was like, oh my gosh, you're Ailey.
I think I remember like when we became a lot closer. I was like, "Wait, were you the one with that profile?" And you're like, "Yeah." Like,
Yeah.
I didn't
remember
connect the
you
dots.
saying that to me.
I just remember like she was like low key my first impressions, because we were in class and she was hella locked. Like I would like be
Queen.
doing something, and then I'd look over and she'd be like so focused and so in it, and then we would be doing eye clickers and she would be like, yeah, yada 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 yada, and I'd be like, damn, she got that.
That
Like,
only occurred for the first week.
no, but she was so locked. Like, that was my first impression. I was like, damn. Like, there was me on the other side. I was just like doodling on my paper. I was yapping with Alex.
Yeah.
Like,
I was
but
really
then
locked
the
for, like,
more
first week.
the more like close we got, like the more chaotic she became.
Oh help!
Cause we both,
Yeah.
all three of us,
Yeah.
Alex kind of stopped, but all three of us go,
Help!
and then we just like train
No,
off
no,
each
no,
other and start
funny,
laughing.
Funny story. Alex started it.
Hi.
Like, we caught on, and then she stopped.
And she was like, I need to stop saying help, so now
Yeah,
she
and then
says
she
bye.
stopped.
Say bye now.
And then now we say it. Yeah.
And like once we all laugh, we like just like continue laughing. We say
Yeah.
help, and then start laughing because we said help,
Yeah.
and then like it's a cycle.
It's a cycle, yeah.
But yeah.
Anyways.
Okay. Last question.
Okay.
What was like your favorite part about first year then? Like if you had to pick.
I don't know.
Wow, so many things to go through. Okay, to be fair, it's like summer right now, and first year feels so long ago.
What?
But
It does.
it does.
Actually, kinda.
I don't really remember what happened in September.
What? For me, I think one of my favorites was definitely like September, because September is when it's a bit lighter and there's like a lot of events that happen. So like specifically in my head, I was thinking about homecoming. That was pretty fun. And then also like I don't know, just like the general vibe of like the first month, because they have like food trucks all the time.
Yeah.
They have like free items. Oh my gosh, there was one day I got a free pizza, free coffee, free cookie, free bubble tea, all in one day. And it was beautiful. So I love free food. And then I don't know, also it just is nice because you're like hanging out with people all the time. Like people like want to go like get food all the time. People want to like kind of hang out after class or like have like little parties and stuff. So I like that vibe. But also another thing I really liked was my first year committee.
Yay!
Which is like a little club that I really enjoyed. I think like clubs are pretty competitive and can sometimes be really stressful, but I think I really liked that team. I think I'm probably going to be friends with a lot of them for majority of the rest of like undergrad. And then also it was just like a good vibe, but you could also see that you were like creating impact with the events that you were planning, and also like meeting people like not just within first year but also like upper years and like professionals, which I think is like pretty cool because you don't really get that experience outside of first year committee. So
I think going off of that, for my favorite memory, or one of my favorite memories, would be first year committee's gingerbread house making competition.
Oh yeah.
I wasn't there.
Amy was on my team.
We were on the same team.
Our friend Meg and Annabelle.
And we
Shout out.
won!
Yeah, we won. So that was
really fun.
memorable, not only because we won, but
But it
because
was also like
I got a lot closer to people, including Ailey.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think school-wise, I also liked homecoming. I went with Sam.
Yeah, we went together,
Yeah.
which was really fun.
I didn't get to
And
go.
I think you also mentioned this, but the food trucks like on campus near the Nest is like the best time ever. There's such good food.
It's really good.
And it's just like really, really fun, and the energy's really high. And yeah.
Okay, I think something that's like really, really specific to first year is like my first time talking to upper year students. And
You
like,
enjoyed that?
Yeah,
Oh,
but
I was scared.
I never like I didn't ever coffee chat anyone in my first year. But like just casually talking to them, because you kind of like once you start hitting second, third, and fourth year, it's like they expect you to know more, so there's like a bit more expectation of you. But then if you're like a first year and you're talking to like upper year students, they're just really, really open about their experience, and they're like, oh my god, you're like a little first year, like yeah. So I feel like that was really, really cool getting to meet them. Yeah.
A memorable memory. A memorable memory.
Experience.
One of my favorite memories was pledging and joining AK Psi. Shout out.
But
yeah.
Anyways.
Yeah,
Okay.
but there's a lot more that we can talk about on this in our future episodes.
Yay.
So that's going to be a wrap for today, and
We'll hopefully see you all next time.
Thank you guys for watching, listening, and for joining us for this first episode. We really enjoyed filming this.
and being able to share a little bit about ourselves as well.
Okay. We'll see you next time on Matcha Meetup.
Bye.